All right. Let's see. Here's Hammond Doc here on the cruise. We were on a several-day cruise to the Bahamas, and I just want to share with you some of the things that you need to be aware of if you take a cruise that you may either not remember or may not know about or be aware of. My wife is over here. She can help me with whatever I forget. But one of the things that caught me off guard. I mean, the cruise has been good. Would you say very good? Put it in the very good category.
Yes.
It's been very nice. We traveled to Freeport. I'm looking up here at the television. There's a TV up there, and that tells us where we went, where we've been. See, right there gives a map of where we've been. So that's pretty cool to have. And let me turn on some light. Got light here. We can cut on the cabin light. Yeah, there you go. Now it's even better. Now you can see me. And one of the things that caught me off guard, though, was that when we got into our cabin, our window was dirty. We have a cabin on the R4 state. What is it called? Stateman? State floor. What is this called? Stateroom. Ocean View. An Ocean View stateroom, which is just above the lowest deck that you can go on as a passenger of the ship. It's just above. Now, the lowest deck you can go on is an embarking deck. You can't reside on that deck. There are people that work down there. But just above that embarking deck, is it embarking or embarkment? Well, where you embark, get off the ship, and get on the ship. The next floor, which is a residential floor, is our floor, R4. And the fourth floor. And so we're just above the water. We have an ocean view room, or ocean view cabin. Cavern. Anyway, I can look out the window and see the ocean. Now, it's dark right now. If I were to point it over here, it's dark. You can't see. But it's because it's nighttime here. It's like 8:26 here. That's 26 hours. But it's dark here, okay? In the daytime you can see. Except for the fact that the windows are very dirty. The windows outside, the outside portion of the window is extremely just dirty. And so it makes it difficult for you to see. Here's my new hat. I picked this up today. And I have another one here. I'll take that off. This is a pretty cool one. I got this one at Freeport, Bahamas. And I got this one at Nassau, which I really like Nassau. Oh, I love that place. Oh, I like that place. But on for some bad stuff, okay? Oh, none of the juice on board is any good. Oh, the juice is like totally nasty. Totally. The juice is just terrible. The apple juice is nasty. The orange juice is nasty. I haven't even tried that whatever that other cranberry stuff. I haven't tried that stuff. But the main one, the apple juice and the orange juice, I know is nasty. That cranberry stuff is probably nasty too, because everything, the lemonade is nasty. You have to put like 12 sugars in it, plus a sweet and low, plus one of those other pink packets of stuff to just the sweetness stuff on the ship. It's pretty nasty. But anyway, after you put a lot of sugar in it, it's okay. The coffee is like, you got to put a lot of milk. You have to put a lot of milk in the coffee to make it taste decent. It's not good. The water is okay. The water is decent. Of course, if you're gonna drink any sodas on the ship, you're gonna have to pay money for sodas, for Cokes and so forth. Now, the food is good. The food is good. All you can eat, man, 24 hours a day. Room service, I like all of that. But here was something that caught us off guard. There is an $11 per day per person charge for them to come in and make up your bed. They come in and they turn down your sheet. Like this. See? Like this. They turn down your sheet and they make little animals out of the towels like that. You know, like animals. Different kind of animals. Like, here's animals. An elephant there. And they charge us $11 per person per day for that. Our charge was like $96. And that's in addition to what you pay for the cruise. And the thing about it is that everybody pays that amount. And the way they do it is see there, it's sneaky. It's really sneaky. When you pay for a cruise, your cruise is paid for is paid for up front. That's paid for. That's one bill. That's your cruise, and whatever you're gonna do for that. They charge you for your rooms and all those and upgrades and stuff. That's one bill. But this thing that I'm talking about, where they turn down your bed, and you can't turn down the service. Everybody has to pay it. They charge it on another card, or on the credit card you give them. Like if you give them a credit card, and they put this charge on it. So all of your expenses go on this other card. Now they give you a room card. Let's see. Do I have my? Oh, I'll show you. And they connect your room card to your credit card. Like this is my room card. My room card. And they connect our room card to the credit card for all purchases on the ship. So you can't buy anything with cash. You can't use your cash on the ship. You have to use your room card. And that's connected to the credit card that they have on file for you. So when you go to, oh, my wife is taking the camera. Thanks. So when you go,
it's still on you?
well, I'm looking at it. Yeah, okay, you can turn it. Yeah, you can turn that. So when you have to pay this room, you're holding the camera kind of crooked. When you go to pay for this room, what do they call that? Service. They call it room service. It's $11 per person per day. That's on that charge. Another thing that they put on the charge are any pictures that you might take. So you take pictures And when you buy or purchase,
purchases you
when
make
you
on the
purchase
ship.
the picture,
Any purchase you make on the ship is used. You put on that card.
yeah, yeah. So that would be the pictures that you would make, and anything you buy, purchase on the ship, right? Like any items
In the stores.
in the stores, in the shops that you make while on the ship. It goes on this room card, which is attached to your credit card, your Visa, or whatever you give them. Okay. I hope everybody couldn't see my credit card number. Anyway, because I don't want anybody to get my credit card number. But that's how it works. What are the surprises? Jenny, any other surprises? The dirty windows, the room service, the $96 we had to pay for that. Did we get any other surprises?
The long waits, that's all.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't that surprise.
The weights. You're gonna wait to get off the ship. You're holding the camera kind of crooked, kind of like sideways. Okay, yeah, that's better. You're gonna wait to get off the ship. But what we did when we got to the Bahamas, the Nassau, is we just slept in a little longer, and then we got up to eat breakfast. And by the time we finished eating breakfast, most of the people had already gotten off the ship, so we didn't have any problems or any long lines getting off of the ship. The first day when we got to Freeport, they were late getting to Freeport, and everybody was crammed up in a little room area trying to get off the ship at the same time. We had to wait, I don't know, about a half an hour.
Yeah, because it rained, and so they didn't know if they were going to cancel some of the excursions that people had or not.
Yeah, that's another thing, is the excursion thing. They have excursions that you can buy the excursions before you get on the ship, right?
Right.
Some people buy excursions before they get on the ship. Other people wait until they get on the ship and they go and look at the excursion packages, and they purchase the excursion packages. And the excursions are basically buses, where they take bus loads of people
Tours.
on tours to different areas, different sites during the stop. Now, my recommendation, and we didn't do any of the excursions at all. I mean, we didn't do them because we wanted to walk where we went. But what I found out was that once you get to the island, there are limousine services and bus services, and they'll take you to the same places that the excursions are going to for like half the price. When you say that's true, Gina? Because like on the ship, they might charge you like $45 per person for an excursion tour. You could go on the island, and they'll take you to the same locations for $20 or $22. So half the price. So that's something for you to consider. When you come to Freeport, you can't just walk. It's too far away. The area that you would want to go to, where the beach is, where the shopping is simply too far away. What did it feel like? It was a 20-minute drive. It was at least a 20-minute drive in the taxi. And when I say taxi, I mean a van, which carried at least 11 people. So you had to wait until a van was filled with 11 people before you could leave the area, the port, and then it took 20 minutes for us to drive to the shopping area and to the beach area. So they drop you off at this location at Freeport. You get out of your van, and then you can either walk to the beach, and it's free admission to the beach. If you go by the police station, you walk right beside the police station, and you can go to the beach. And there's only one restaurant there. They serve regular American food, hot dogs and hamburgers, and then they have this. What is that fish? What is it? Conch. Conch. They have the conch salad and the conch. That's a native island dish here. So it's a fish. It's like our
Clams.
fried clams. They fry it or they steam it or something. But I ate the fried at one of the restaurants today in Nassau, and it's just like clams. That's what it tastes like. So you do have to ride one of the cabs if you go to Freeport, and that costs, what is it, $10 per person round trip.
Right.
So for my wife and I, it was $20 round trip, $5 one way, $5 the other way, that type of deal. But you have to be backs, so you might as well. You're gonna pay what you do is you're gonna pay the entire fee up front to the cab driver or the taxi driver. He'll give you a little card, and you hold on to that card because that card is your return ticket back to your ship. At Nassau, it's a different. At the Bahamas, Nassau, the Bahamas, the Nassau Island, which is it takes another day from Freeport to get there on the ship, and that's a whole different situation. You can walk downtown to Nassau once you get off of the ship there, and see whatever sights you want to see. You should do all the shopping and go to the beach. Like we stayed at the beach about probably 2 hours, 2.5 hours this morning, and swam and floated in the water. You can actually float in this water. You can actually lay out and float in the shallow water here. Sort of reminds me of the salt sea over in Israel, and so the salt content here and whatever minimal allows you to be able to lay out, and you can float relatively easily in the water down here in the Bahamas. All right, is there anything else that I need to tell the people out here? I think that's pretty much it in terms of surprises. Other than that, it's been a great cruise, and we're coming to our last day. This is the last. Do we have one more? We have one more night, right? Mm-hmm. Tomorrow is our last full day and full night. So, that's all I have to say. Anything you want to add for me or help us out with, Gina?
No,
I want to thank.
That's it.
All right. I want to thank my wife Gina for coming and assisting me with this. So this is Hammond Doc saying to you, as I so often do. And here's the thing about it: I didn't turn my TV off, so anyway, they playing this music. So peace out.